Wild and deadly weather from this weekend has now cleared out, but there's a huge mess left behind. The hardest hit areas are Mount Baldy in the San Gabriel Mountains and Forest Falls in the San Bernardino Mountains. Tonight, KCAL 9's Bobby Kaple is live in Mount Baldy, where the cleanup will take weeks. Bobby.
Susie, crews have been out here working around the clock since that rain stopped tonight. They are out there using the shovels, as hand crews are the only ones in the night's work. These bulldozers have been retired for the evening. 4 homes have been red tagged. Hand crews working deep into the night as Mount Baldy begins to dig out after 5 inches of rain left several buildings uninhabitable and saw mud tear through homes and streets in the area.
I've lived up here since 1970, never seen it like this before.
Sean Cate, an American Eagle pilot, was flying yesterday when the water started flowing. This afternoon, he came back to this. His garage red tagged and mud swallowing up his yard.
It filled up our laundry room over there with about 4 feet of sand and water. Our dogs were in there actually too.
Those dogs, including this one, Pepper, were rescued by a neighbor who pulled them from several feet of mud.
Their yard was destroyed and their fence was blown out, and so we went back to check on the dogs, and one of the dogs was in the mud, stuck in the mud, their bigger dog. Another one was standing on the dryer.
A lot of homes had mud just wash right through their windows and doors. So we have rooms and basements that are completely buried. We have entire rooms that have been taken out.
Yesterday's torrential downpours also triggered flash flooding, which swept away 48-year-old hiker Jawan Lee as he left the area driving north on Bear Canyon Road. The El Segundo resident died at the scene. We are told that the families displaced out here are staying with friends this evening. There is a Red Cross shelter that has been set up, but so far no one has showed up there because people have found other folks to stay with. In the meantime, the problem now shifts to covering the costs of these damages, as several of the residents I talked to tonight say that insurance companies are refusing to cover this so far. We are live tonight in Mount Baldy. Bobby Kaple, KCAL 9 News.
Okay, Bobby, thank you so much for that. And KCAL 9 meteorologist Amber Lee was also in Mount Baldy today, and she found this rock slide. Look at this. That's as tall as the roof of a house.
Forest Falls also hit hard by the storm. KCAL 9 Inland Empire reporter Tom Wait talked to survivors who described walls of mud and debris coming at them.
I kept hearing this like freight train sound.
His home was hit by a fierce wave of mud and rocks.
Didn't even have time to get the dogs.
As the rain started falling, Doug Roth went outside and knew immediately big trouble was brewing.
And that's when I seen boulders coming down, trees coming down.
He ran outside for higher ground and found a family stranded and terrified.
So I got my truck out, I told the family to go to high ground, and we hunkered down there and we watched a wave of debris and boulders 30 feet tall come up and over this embankment.
Just outside Roth's house, crews worked to clear the main road leading into Forest Falls. Several feet of mud, rocks, and boulders covered it during the deluge. And down the road, more digging out. This dad was dropping off his kids at Forest Home summer camp when he was overcome by the floods.
It was pouring down from here, looking like the Mississippi River.
Michael Toretti was with his kids, just 6, 8, and 10, when the water started rising. They had to abandon their minivan.
My kids they were really scared. And then they made us get up to higher ground because they were afraid the water was going to come over the stage and the building and stuff in there.
Mud did spill into several of the camp's buildings, including one of the main conference rooms. And while most of the camp stayed open, 250 kids were sent home because of the damage.
We have no water here. We also have no electricity.
A total of 50 to 60 buildings suffered some variation of damage. The good news, though, is that no one is missing and there were no major injuries. 2 dogs, though, were killed in the storm. Reporting from Forest Falls, I'm Tom Wait, KCAL 9 News.